Yo, welcome back, everybody. You guys know what week it is. U.S. Open Week 2025, Oakmont. Let's get right into it. My 4 favorite bets for the tournament are coming right at you. All right, before we get into my 4 favorite bets, I just want to show you guys who you are tailing. Right here is going to be my 2025 recap. So let's just talk about only 2025, though. You can see on PrizePicks, we've made about 40 units. On Underdog, we've made about 40 units. And then book bets, which are going to be the ones we're talking about today, my PGA plays and stuff like that, we're up over 56 units. And you can see down here at the bottom, my 2025 ROI, it's over 13%. 2025 is up over 150 units this year. But now you guys can see I'm profitable. Everything's tracked. Now let's get into my 4 favorite plays. All right, play number 1 is going to be something that a lot of people don't like betting, but it's one of my favorite bets personally, and it's someone to miss the cut. So you can see I'm going to throw up Matthew Pavone's stat profile for this year, and he's just really been awful. Oakmont's going to be one of the hardest courses these guys will play in their careers, and you really have to be sharp everywhere. You have to be long off the tee, accurate off the tee, good approach play, good around the greens. Maybe the least important stat that I'm caring about this week is putting, because it's 16 speed greens. Everyone's going to be putting from wacky positions. It's going to be really hard to separate yourself putting. And that happens to be Pavone's strongest part of his game. As you can see, he's short off the tee. He's not very accurate. He's about average. And then his approach and around the green play are just horrendous. He's been on a absolutely awful run. As you can see here, he's not finished inside the top 40 the entire year, basically. He's missed the cut in almost every other event. Now he's going to Oakmont, Major. Really like to fade him here at only minus 150. And I know that that's a lot of juice to drink. I understand that. But if you guys saw my recap, I know when juice is worth taking. I know when plus money is worth taking. I've been doing this a long time. Minus 150 is an absolute steal for Matthew Pavone to miss the cut. All right, now here's a bet everybody loves. Everyone loves supporting people. This is going to be Taylor Pendrith to make the cut. I got minus 145. I think this is good to around minus 170. Taylor Pendrith has been on an absolute heater, and I'm going to throw up his stat profile now. He profiles very well at Oakmont. He's super long off the tee. He's relatively, PGA Tour average accuracy, which is fine. And then amazing approach play, which we really, really need here. You guys seen Bryson's video. If you haven't, I throw it up here. The rough is like 6 inches around the greens. It's crazy. So if you can hit the green on your approach shots, amazing. I really like Taylor Pendrith to make the cut. He's been playing really well. Maybe the worst part of his game is putting, which, like I said, I really like taking guys that aren't the best putters here because it's going to be super variance. And if you can catch a guy who's holding a couple extra putts just because it's so funky, then you're going to strike gold. I'm going to throw up his last 10 or 15 starts or so on the screen right now. And you guys can see he's been ball striking at an absolutely crazy level. Off the tee, gaining almost every week. Approach play, gaining almost every week. And when he has those just average to very good putting weeks, he's finishing top 5, top 10. He's coming off 3 pretty good weeks. T5 at PGA Championship, the last major. He went T12 at Memorial. Both those were tough courses, relatively speaking, to the PGA Tour average. And you can see that he's been performing well. Then he went and played at his home course, finished top 30, whatever. I really like him to make the cut this week. I got 2 more plays, and this is what everybody loves. It's what you clicked on the video for. It's who do I think's going to win the tournament? Now, yes, if you're telling me bullet to the head, I got to pick someone, it's probably going to be Scottie Scheffler, right? He's the best golfer in the world. He's playing the best. He was always a really good ball striker and couldn't really putt, and now he's just like a top 15 putter on tour, which is crazy. But at less than 300 odds, there's no chance I'm putting money on Scottie Scheffler. Like that I can't put someone at a major, at Oakmont of all places, at less than 300 odds to win a major. I can't. But I got 2 outrights. One's a kind of long shot. One's a pretty long shot. Let's talk about it. All right, so my pretty long shot play is going to be Keegan Bradley at plus 10,000. I think that this is a crazy price for Captain Keegan, okay? You can look at his stat profile right here. Everything I've talked about that profiles well at Oakmont is Keegan Bradley. You guys want good ball strikers. Keegan Bradley's amazing approach play. You can see it there. You want people that are both accurate and long off the tee. Well, that's Keegan Bradley. You want someone that's good around the greens. That's Keegan Bradley. What's his weakest point? His putting. And he's just an average PGA putter, He's not awful. And at somewhere like this, where everyone's probably going to be struggling putting, if you catch him just holding 3-4 extra putts, catch him on a hot putter week, he could run away with the tournament. I'm pretty confident that the winning score is going to be even par or very, very close to it, right? With that said, I really want to support guys that are veterans, not someone that's like hot-headed, not someone that I could see just crumbling because they make a triple bogey. Because like you might three putt, you might make a triple bogey. All your hitting is rough, right? I mean, Keegan Bradley's 39 years old. He's been around the block. He knows what he has to do. He knows this is hard. He's used to tough courses. He's played on them 100 times. I really like Keegan Bradley this week, and you're giving me plus 10,000. Absolutely, man. Great ball striker. All right, in my final play, the guy that is a little bit lower long shot that I think still holds a lot of value. I know people are going to crucify me for this. How can you bet this guy in a major? He's got no stones. I really have a hard time buying into the theory of these guys can't win, these guys have no stones. I hate buying into those narratives because I think over a huge sample, they can, right? And it's just golf so hard that like one missed putt on your 17th hole of the tournament could be the reason why you win and don't win. And you can't just say, oh, well, he hasn't won a major, you can't bet it, right? If you don't know who I'm talking about by now, it's Joaquin Niemann, plus 3,500. Again, amazing course fit. I'm going to pull up his profile here. Distance is nutty. Like, he's probably a top 3 longest drive in the field. I'm guessing Rory, Joaquin, and Bryson, right? So that really profiles well for him. One, if he's hitting fairways, obviously he's going to have wedges into tons of greens. There's a couple drivable par 4s for him. But then if he does hit in the rough and everyone else is hacking out, he's a lot closer, so he can hack out to 60 yards. Someone else having to hack out to 160. That's a huge advantage for him where he's only having to get up and down from 60 yards. Someone like Brian Harman's having to get up and down from 220, right? That's a huge advantage for Joaquin Niemann. And if you think about just the strokes gained, he averages on that throughout the course of a tournament. Amazing, right? And then you look, approach play. Dude is butter with his irons. He hits some of the best irons in the world. He's a good putter, which, again, is always a plus. I don't need it at this course, but he's a good putter. He's good around the green. But the main thing is just amazing ball striking. I mean, he wins every other week on LIV. I think I saw a stat. There's been 8 events on LIV. He's won 5 of them this year. Like, he knows how to win. He knows how to get it done. So I absolutely love backing him somewhere at Oakmont. He seems like he never loses his cool. 3,500. I have to bet it. You know, long off the tee, good iron play. I've said it all. Those are my 4 bets. To go over them, I have Matthew Pavone at minus 150 to miss the cut. Taylor Pendrith at minus 145 to make the cut. My 2 outrights are Keegan Bradley at plus 10,000, Joaquin Niemann at plus 3,500. If you're wanting to bet on a top 10, top 20, top 5, I like Keegan Bradley. I'm not betting Joaquin Niemann unless it's to win. Anything else, I don't think the prices are good. Now, I know a lot of people subscribe to me, follow me on Twitter because they want PrizePicks underdog content. I will be going live every single night before the next round. So that's going to be Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, talking about my favorite props, why I'm playing them, going over the whole process. You can tail my plays. I'll show the stats again. Just on an incredible run, right? 2025 lifetime. All of it's been super, super good. I'm going to throw up some sleeper slips over here that we hit last weekend. I think Saturday we swept the board. It was Saturday or Friday. I can't remember. We swept the sleeper board. I made like $5,400. Thursday, we almost swept the board again. I made like $4,000. You can see I'm going to throw in some PrizePicks slips here. There's just going to be a bunch of stuff you guys can see. Again, if you want the DFS content, come to the live streams every night before the next round. If you enjoyed the video, you like the content, I'm starting to do a lot more YouTube content. If you could just do me a favor, like the video and subscribe. It's both free just to show me that you're enjoying this content. I'd appreciate it so much, guys. Deuces.